Beautiful people, welcome to my channel. I was tagged by the lovely Alex. You guys know that's one of my favorite YouTubers. She's such a dear buddy, and I'm so happy to have met her. I say it a lot because I truly mean it. Well, there was a fall tag going around here on YouTube. From what I understand in Alex's video, which is Life of a City Girl, her channel will be linked in the description box below if you want to go over and check her out. Say hello. Say Robyns Reviews sent you. That'd be awesome. Miss Vicki tagged Alex is what I overheard in the video. And I think there's another YouTuber I'm not familiar with that she tagged a group of other ladies. And so I was just over there watching because I know I've been missing a lot of my favorite YouTubers' content. And was listening and was loving her answers, and heard at the end I was tagged, and I was like, wow. So yeah, well, here we are. So I took note. She was very good about leaving the questions in the description box, and so I was able to write them down. And I'm going to do most of them fly off the cuff, answer them as I go, and then if I feel I need to ponder a thought on another question, I'll pause so the video is not too lengthy. But this is a fall-inspired time of the year tag, and it's a questionnaire, and I'm fixing to go right into answering them. Thanks, Alex, for tagging me. I did not know you were going to do that. I was watching the video in support and enjoyment, and I thought the questions were awesome, and I was answering them as you were, and we answered the pie question the same. During a word for word is what I was thinking as you were saying, and I was like, this is freaking me out. Here we go. First question. Favorite Halloween movie? Without overthinking it, it would be Michael Myers' Halloween movie. The first and the second one with Jamie Lee Curtis as the sister. I'm not the biggest horror fan, so you know, my kids were stretching me with Annabelle and The Conjuring, and I didn't sleep properly for over a week. So I really don't go too gorish horror, and I stick with some of the stuff from the 80s. And Halloween 1 and 2 is my favorite Halloween movie. Apple pie or pumpkin pie? My response is very identical to Alex, which is I love both. And what was very interesting about her reply is as I was thinking, yeah, I like apple pie, the traditional one, with the more smooth, thin, flaky crust. But I also like the crumb, the Dutch apple pie is I think what it's called, crumb Dutch pie or something like that. I like that one too. And then I was like, but bro, you know, you can't go wrong with a good sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. And in African American or black households, I guess we're greedy. I don't know. But we tend to have all that for Thanksgiving. And I don't participate in Christmas anymore. But when we had Christmas gatherings, you could literally just eat your heart away. So that's a tough one. If I was stranded on a desert and someone waved a wand and I had to pick between apple pie and pumpkin pie, this is very difficult. I think I would probably say, God, apple. But see, I already feel like I'm cheating on pumpkin. We're going to move on. Halloween party or a haunted house? Hands down, a Halloween party. Your girl want to dance. I want to dance. And get dressed up and be someone else for some hours? That sounds great. Being trapped in a haunted house and don't know what's around the corner and what's in this room and what's in that room and don't really know how to get the hell out of there, that's not for me. So, yeah, haunted house, Halloween party, yeah. Next question, store-bought pumpkin or pumpkin patch pumpkin? I'm here in South Florida, and I just learned over the last 2 or 3 years that we actually have pumpkin patch where you can go to it. I just hardly don't. Grab one from Trader Joe's somewhere and call it a day. Convenience, store-bought. Building a memory and getting an outing, I would say pumpkin patch. So I'm sorry some of my answers are dual. But I would say I'm leaning more towards store-bought because that's generally what I do. Sometimes my kids' school, when they were younger, you could put an order in for one and the kids would come home with one. So it just, yeah, convenience. But I can get the memory stuff too. Favorite fall scent? That isn't an easy question. My channel is established on wax candles and scents. And so the best I can answer it short version is in the fall, I do like bakery scents, which would be your non-spicy apples, your blends that would have caramel drizzles and shortbreads and baklava and notes that are very rich and dense. Your pumpkins, your bakery notes. And the companies that I genuinely feel pulls off very good bakery scents are some independent wax vendors, which is Beezy's, Rainbow Melts, and Vintage Chic Scents. Rose Girls does too. There's a few others, but that was just off the top of my head. Favorite fall drink? I'm a little bit of a mixologist myself. Didn't go to bartending school or nothing like that. I just like blending things. And so I like the Ciroc. They make a cognac, brandy, I think it is. Hold on, I'll go find out. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's this. It's a brandy. So just in case someone is out there saying, oh my God, you know, Ciroc is normally vodka. Well, they do make a French brandy distilled from French grapes, and it's a product of France. I like it mixed with white chocolate Godiva. They make a liqueur, and I think it's like 17% alcohol in it, 7 to 17%. But anyways, that with white chocolate Godiva and or Bailey's pumpkin spice. Then it would be blend. I have the little shaker thingamajigger. I can't think of the name of it right now. And put it at the end, polish it off with a little bit of cinnamon or nutmeg. Or if you have pumpkin spice or apple spice to drizzle a little bit on the top. And then you'd be good to go. So that type of stuff is my fall favorite drinks. And I kind of just gave you a little bit of the recipe. Also, I like the salted caramel by Crown Royale mixed with one of those two type of things. Halloween or Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving. You can't beat the togetherness and the gratitude and appreciation of that time of the year and just having a moment to reflect. Most people in my family or even in my friends, if I go to their family Thanksgiving gathering, we tend to pray over the meal. And hold hands, and people are able to speak prior to eating what they're most appreciative of up to that point in the year for themselves. And it's just really nice listening to everyone around the table speak on what they're grateful for. I just really like that time of the year, and people seem to be a little less nasty in the Thanksgiving and the fall era. Season, people seem to be a little bit more kinder and charitable and generous and patient than they are most part of the year. Gourmets or haunted house? Gourmets. 1, I'm outdoors. 2, if I got to flee, I got north, south, and east and west working for me. You see what I'm saying? Your girl don't want to be trapped up in a haunted house. The unexpected, the unknown, someone else's version of spooking you out. I don't want to leave my fear level in someone else's hands like that. Not knowing which way to go. Most haunted houses are 2 or 3 stories. I've been to one as a little girl. My uncle took me. That's enough. But yeah, gourmets. Favorite fall candy. I genuinely like Godiva chocolates. We have a store in our Palm Beach Gardens Mall. And they have limited edition candies that come out throughout different parts of the year. And generally there's a fall one. And so I normally go with one that has praline or a white chocolate blend or something that has a little bit of a pumpkin spice note to it. So Godiva chocolates, limited edition fall candies. Favorite childhood fall memory. This one I'm going to have to pause on and think a minute, and I'll be right back. When my great-grandma was alive, and I was in elementary school, my costume was Raggedy Ann. I remember that. In elementary school, I think I was in kindergarten or first grade, the younger grades got to tour, so you would go to each grade above and visit each class like you would in the neighborhood, and then you would get to walk around. Each classroom would kind of have the seats scooched in a little bit so that you could walk around the perimeter of the classroom and in your little single file line, and the upper grades got to see your costumes, and you do it all the way up to 6th grade. It was before they took 6th grade out of elementary. And then I remember that evening I got to go trick-or-treating, and I want to say my Uncle Tappy took me and his girlfriend Ann at the time. And I just remember the wind whistling and blowing and all the other children out in their costumes that evening. And my grandma, she's my great-grandma, she had the bowl at the front door with the candies. And so that is, yeah, that kind of touched me. That's a fall memory. My granddaddy sitting in his chair that was in the corner and the TV going. And I just had all that candy, and I had the little pumpkin candy, you carry it. It had the black handle and then the pumpkin, and it had the cutout for you to put your candy in. Favorite Thanksgiving food, turkey. I think I do a pretty nice turkey. I doctor on that thing, and I like to put fresh herbs in the inside. Sometimes cut open oranges, and I just really babysit it with oils and butter and season it really well. And then I put a layer of fresh rosemary and thyme, and I just really like the turkey. It comes out juicy and really, really nice. Another thing I do each year that everyone looks forward to is a yam kind of cobbler. I learned it from my paternal grandmother, my dad's mom, and I kind of put my own spin on it. My grandmother's Bahamian. She comes from the Cat Island, Bahamas, in case anyone's wondering. And she taught it to me around 1999. And so I just add shaved onions or crushed pineapples. I just pecans on it. I have a picture on my Facebook somewhere. But yeah, I do it every year, and I try to change it up just a little bit so that it's not redundant. But it's pretty good, and I've never seemed to make enough. Sweater or scarf? Sweater, hands down. I'm in hot Florida, and I like sweatshirts, and sweatshirts with phrases and things, so sweater. Wool socks or slippers? I like both, but I'm in right now a pair of wool socks, so I like socks. Favorite fall tradition? Holiday movies, holiday movie nights in particular, and the kids make palettes. They're getting big and people are leaving the nest, but sometimes my friend girl would even come over with her kids for some of the movies, and we would watch holiday movies and have pumpkin and maybe go get some Pizza Hut, or one time I did taco night around it with black beans and yellow rice, and it's just a feast. Like, you have food and you have dishes with candy in it and drinks, and I normally make the fountain drink, like the root beer float, but with ginger ale. And it's just a blast, and just get to chat and catch up. And, you know, again, everyone has their little sleeping bags or pallets, what we call them, on the floor. And we began to start doing that 25 days of Christmas, different movies, and try to cram a couple in at night. And I actually like evening walks. And I would go out on evening walks with my boys. And my daughter when she was home, and we would just kind of look up in the sky and admire the moon, because the moon seems to come out a bit more full moon, and just try to count the stars, and we just walk and talk, and that's pretty much it. I appreciate this thing. It allowed me this tag to allow me to think different. My mind has been in one kind of mode lately, and this was a nice thing to kind of go over why do you like this time of the year. So the food, the togetherness, the love and generosity, the comfort, time going back, gaining an hour instead of losing one. The day is a little longer, but you have more time in your day, seem like it. The movies. So it's a lot of reasons. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a blessed day. Peace. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to tag someone. I didn't even think about that part. Well, did we tag the purple wall? Okay. Or Miss Robin? Yeah. So how about that? And maybe Miss Barbara? I'll send Miss Barbara an email and let her know I tagged her to this. I think I would love to hear her answers. So yeah, if Miss Robin hasn't been tagged, the purple wall and DC Sales, that's who I'm tagging. Have a blessed day, everyone.